play for DeAndre Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the second round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the second round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
A gain of 14.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third down, here comes Swift. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Jaguars nothing. Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Minshew sets to throw. Buying time to his left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20.
What you doing out there, boy? This ain't no high school
into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, Sam up. Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down and 5. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Fake it. Now Stafford. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Is good.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Off play action, it's Minshew. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Geis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Lions' 40-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the ground, Geis, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars get a score closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Swift on the counter. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for the Lions. 62 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Detroit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Lions 17, Jaguars 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target.
And it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Minshew. Going deep for Eifert. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 27, Stafford, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
An 8-yard.
A quick slant, good for 8 and a first. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. It's caught inside the 25.
Stafford's.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
41-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Here we go.
Here's Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
91.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Off to Geis on the screen. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
4 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out here.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it. Oh.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
First down, Detroit.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Stafford on 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. It's a foot race. 30, 20, touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 93 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Jags grab it.
They ain't ready for us.
And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. A slant to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A gain of 15.
On 1st down at Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay.
In addition to his...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Stafford's pass.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To the air again, Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Here's a handoff to Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
They'll try to run with Swift. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He gets it in the hands of Geis. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
times when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 56, Lions 28.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check 24. Alert!
Slam.
11.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
A gain of 58 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, they'll throw. Here's a short little toss to Carrier. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Complete to Derek Carrier. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
91.
Kaepernick looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
90 Wolf.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Charlie.
44,
45.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on